I'm too good with these hands, watch a hater fall flat. It's so great for my city, I'm the realest one that's reppin'. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Parlay alongside 15-year NBA veteran Kendall Gill. What's going on, man?
Not so much, man. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. We just
Yeah,
had
you're okay. You know, I know Mexico beat Puerto Rico yesterday. In the baseball game, you were quite upset when you came to the show today. But
yeah, I came here to be able to cope with it, and you bring it up, man.
Right. Okay. Well, at least you're getting it out. You know what I mean?
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, Puerto Rico baseball is religion in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
so,
I know it is. Yeah.
I passed out for a second, and congrats to Mexico. We wish you the best. I'm definitely gonna root for you next round against Japan. They did what they had to do, man.
Yeah, they did.
Pitching, hitting, everything was on point.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in 3 years. So. It is the Parlay, though. We are sponsored by 6040 Coda Gear here. And don't forget to check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are there, platforms all over the place. We're talking boxing all the time. Guests and all that here with Kendall and myself. Speaking of guests, we do got a guest here in studio.
Yes, we do.
And it is a good friend of mine as well, but also a renowned trainer here in Illinois. He is Jesus Cerda.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
That's how you say it. Yeah.
That's how you say it. Sounds good. This is welcome to the show. Obviously, you're training out of Northside Boxing in Evanston, Illinois. I've been there for a while, and kind of just talk about real quick. You know what you've done in boxing before training.
Yeah, before training, I started training. I started boxing when I was like 14, 15-ish. And then from there, I met at Hamlin Park. I actually started. And then from there, actually, my trainer, Luis Pagan, and he was a Puerto Rican that took me way, way beyond whatever I thought. I like all the stuff that I did. I won Wisconsin Golden Gloves 2 years in a row. I got Hamlin Park Fighter of the Night. I got citywide championships, and it's all thanks to him and to God for putting him in my life. And from there, I was just like, okay, cool. Then once I stopped boxing, I was like, I kind of want to try out this training stuff too. And ever since there, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like, I like this training stuff too. I like seeing how like you develop somebody that doesn't know anything about boxing, and then now they're like winning fights and being in the gym and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, now I know what my training feels. Yeah. And it's like having that special connection with your fighter. It's just like it's way different.
That being said, when you train someone, do you try to implement your style, or do you take what they have and work with it by implementing the stuff that you know?
It's a little bit of both, because not everybody can do your style of like a training. There's like with Mexican fighters, they have their own thing, and they just want to rush in you and just throw bombs, and I'm gonna throw bombs. Okay. And then as for me, it's just like, for me, that's just like a checker move. And I don't like this checker moves. I'm more of a chess guy. I'm more of a, you know what, you're gonna get in there, you're gonna get out, or I'm gonna throw a jab and then block your stuff and then come right back. Okay. Or throw, like, it's always a chess move. I don't like doing checker moves. Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the old saying, boxing is a thinking man's game.
It is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people are just like, I'm gonna hit you. Let's see how hard you can hit me back. And then that's how it is. It's like, no, man, I like that whole dodging, moving, getting under. Like, my favorite fighter of all time is an Argentinian dude that used to fight like in the late 60s, early 70s. His name Nico the Intocable.
Yeah.
He was like, you see him and he's like just bobbing, moving, hitting you right back, getting real weird angles on you. Yeah. But like the old school boxing, like that's the thing I love. And like all this boxing stuff, like now and before, like I'd rather have the old stuff.
Yeah, so you like fighters like Mayweather, Lomachenko, guys Devin Haney, guys that really employ the sweet science, that hit and not get hit. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna get hit either way, but it's to get hit the less.
Yeah. Take less punishment.
Floyd always said it, his career lasted long because of that.
Yeah,
he switched up the style midway through there and used the Philly shell to his advantage, and he did it well. I was going to ask you, I didn't want to get to boxers early in this conversation, but we're there already. Isaac Cruz is a guy that does not do exactly what you like. Right. So how do you feel about Isaac and how he's like I
said, everybody has their own style. I try to I'll try my best to put my style in it. But if he can't do it, he can't do it, and I'll just work with what he has. But then I'm gonna try to help him like with his boxing, like a little bit with his boxing, instead of just like with the Garcia did with Maidana. He helped him out with his boxing. But at first, you see Maidana, he was just like
he's just
Isaac
a brawler.
Cruz.
Yeah,
He was
he's just
like
a
boom,
brawler.
boom, boom.
Yeah, he's just a brawler.
But then when he got with Garcia, then he got a little bit better at boxing, and then that's what I try to do with everybody.
Would you consider Margarito a little bit like that too?
Kind of, yeah.
Just straightforward.
Yeah,
just-
straightforward, punch and punch back stuff. It is, for me, it's just like, if you're a personal trainer, you want to like help your fighter out. So by the time he's like 34 or 40, he's not like brain dead. He's just not like And that comes from just hitting, not protecting yourself, not using your defense, not like just coming forward, and that's it.
So a modern day fighter that you would really that what I'm getting from you is sort of like Canelo, a guy that with head movement, a guy that can bang, and a guy that uses his brain really to fight.
Yeah, but I'm more like the guy that beat Canelo.
Beevil.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like his style more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like as far as brawling is the other Russian dude, the one that's 19 knockout Arthur.
Arthur
Yeah.
Beterbiev.
Yeah,
Beterbiev,
19
yeah.
fights, 19 knockouts.
Right, yeah.
That's a brawler. I'm like, yeah, that's
Yeah, he is.
I like that.
Okay.
And Deontay has all these knockouts, but he definitely needs, in my opinion, some work in being able to.
He just needs to not fight
Yeah.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
That's what he
That's-
needs.
I didn't want to go
Don't
there,
fight
KG. I was trying to.
I
be-
know you were. I
was
know you're trying to go there, but stop it.
Read my mind.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what's
that's
up.
like his kryptonite right there, dude. It's just like Superman had his thing,
Yeah.
Wilder has Fury.
You know, you being a trainer, you know, one of the things I see, and I see this in like the all accesses and back in the day, 24/7s leading up to a fight. You know, when you're going to like into a training camp with a fighter, how important is your team around the fighter?
It's really important because you being there by yourself, it's like Diego was saying earlier, like there's a lot of sacrifices that you're gonna have to make. And you're in the back of the head, on the back of your head, you're like, oh, are these sacrifices even worth it? So you want to make your fighter I don't know how to say it in English.
You say it's
You
Spanish?
say it in Spanish, yes.
Es como que tú, todo el sacrificio que haces, you want to get appreciated for it. So you as a trainer, you have to show your fighters like, oh yeah, you're doing really good. You have to like be there, like more than everybody else. So yeah, it's just like.
Can you talk about some of the fighters that you have now? We know you have someone coming up in the Golden Gloves finals.
Yeah.
A woman that you spar with.
Yeah, well, hold on, let me hide.
But you got to mark. You got to mark.
What?
You got to mark
He's
over your
marked
left
up?
eye
What?
from
me
sparring
hide.
with her. Yeah, she's here today. But can you tell us a little bit about the fighters that you have now?
Yeah, so Rowan is one of like the one that I work with the most because the work ethic, I guess, from her being a D1 athlete in soccer, it's just like she brings that to boxing, and I think that's what made us connect. And from there, it was just like, bro, it's like I'd make her do one thing, and she doesn't question it. She's just like, okay, coach, I'm gonna do it, and then she puts all her effort into it, and it's amazing what she does. Like, she comes from one training thing for it's either her speed training or her soccer training, and then she comes to me.
Oh wow.
Or sometimes she'll start off with me and then she'll go to that.
Right.
And then she just finished school, so she was doing all of that all in one. So I was just like, man, this girl's amazing. I'm like, and then
The trainer's dream.
yeah,
right?
it was like,
Yeah.
it was just like, whoa, bro. Like, I wish all my clients were like that, or all the people that I train with were like that. Because there's some guys that are like, they have the talent for it, but they don't want to put in the work ethic.
Right.
But she does that. She does both, and it's crazy. It's just like,
What would you say her main strength as a fighter is?
I think it's just how much she puts in it, like all the conditioning that she has and all the work. I'm telling you, it's just that her work ethics.
Okay.
Because you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't put the work ethic in it, like your conditioning and stuff like that, a dude that can just come in there, he can knock you out. Because
That's
you'll get
true.
tired or gassed out, and he just comes.
Yeah, I've experienced
Yeah.
that before. I have. So, the thing is too about a trainer, sometimes you have to be not just a trainer, but you have to be like a psychologist sometimes.
Oh, you
have
gotta
to
be a
deal with
little
their
bit of
mental
everything.
and all that. Do
Yeah.
you find that a lot in your clients?
Yeah. You got to be a little bit of everything because That's like with me and my trainer. A lot of people don't know that a lot of people think that he's my dad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we were always like, I would spend 6 days out of the week with him, and sometimes when we're not even training, like he'll call me and be like, hey, I'm gonna do this for my family. Do you want to come with me? And that was like a relationship that I had that I always wish I had with my dad, but I didn't.
Right.
But I ended up getting it later on in my years with him.
Okay.
And with him, it was not just the boxing. Like he taught me how to be a man. He taught me how to like, be like always be there for your kids and stuff like that. Like no matter what.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like a real. He's really like how she feels for me is just like how I feel for my trainer.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because he was there for me like day one. And it's just like I'm telling you, it's not just the boxing. It was just everything. He told me how to take my time. He showed me my footwork and everything. And obviously him being Puerto Rican, he did make me have a love for salsa music. And then that's what I use a lot.
yeah.
What?
I use a lot of that.
You never told me this?
Yes, I use a lot of salsa music in my trainings.
Right, yeah. Because
And old school salsa, and it has a real good rhythm to it, and
Right.
and then even in
Definitely
the
put
gym,
this
because it
clip
improves
up.
your footwork.
yeah.
Right? Yeah,
And even in the gym when I'm not playing salsa, they're like, "Hey man, well, where's the salsa at, bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's beautiful,
Go get the
man.
speaker, put the salsa.
Hey,
on.
like, I gotta go to this gym.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, there's nothing like sparring or training with some
Oh, it's also
Yeah,
it's
oh, yeah,
nothing.
it's
Yeah,
way
you're right
different.
about
It's
that.
way
Yeah,
different.
yeah, you're right about that.
That's awesome. And we talking about, just gyms and so forth. I mean, first of all, there's nothing like a boxing community in the gym. You guys know that firsthand, you guys being, actual boxers and so forth. But I ask you here in the city, I like to ask these trainers this question all the time about the state of boxing in Chicago and how we are not, we're not a big hub for these major promoters and networks to come and promote a fight of this nature. I mean, we got the Golden Gloves,
Right.
We got a strong boxing community and boxers, but they don't come here, and we have a strong fan base too, a boxing fan base. In your opinion, as a trainer, why?
I feel like because of everything else that's going on in Chicago, just like with crime and stuff like that. Like LA, like California, they have a good, like really, really, really good boxing thing. But I feel like they have a lot more fighters, or in the South side, they're like down in the South, there's a lot more fighters and more people doing more events and stuff like that. With like promoting boxing and stuff like that, because you really don't hear like boxing like that in Chicago. Like you wish,
There's gyms. There's like 50
there's
gyms. Yeah.
but everybody has a gym.
Yeah.
Right.
And then not all gyms have really good fighters,
Yeah.
or they do have good fighters, but they put them to waste.
Yeah.
So I think that
a
that
good point.
affects boxing in Chicago a lot.
Yeah, you're right. And my former promoter, Dominic Pasoli, who was with 8 Count, he moved to California, to LA, and I think there's only one local promoter here really doing anything. I think that's Bobby
Bobby, yeah.
Hicks.
Bobby.
Yeah, he's the only one, whereas before, 10, 12 years ago, you had a guy who was putting on shows at least once a month.
Right.
And attracting the other promoters from around the country here to bring their fighters here, and that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are good points there, and it's definitely something that we're trying to explain, but also spotlight, because Chicago does have a hub of fighters. Even though it may not be as much as other cities, I think there's a lot of talented fighters coming out of here. And we want to it's just good to see. The last fight we saw, you mentioned, it was the Usyk fight
Right.
at Wintrust Arena.
In Wintrust, yeah.
And that was on the zone, so it was nice to see that. Then COVID hit and it stopped everything. Jesus, where do you want to go after this? What's your goal in mind now? You kind of tenured in the sport, you boxed, and now you're training. What's your goal at this point?
Just get more fighters and just keep doing what I'm doing. And obviously I'm gonna have fighters that are not gonna listen, or fighters that I will not always have a Rowan, basically, and I know that from the get-go. But let's just try to do my best to have more Rowans and stuff like that in the gym and wherever I go. But more than that, it's just continue being a dad, and that's it. That was always my main goal, and then have my kids go in the gym.
Hey, I love that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. We had 3 good interviews
You
today.
sure did.
That was solid stuff.
Pretty good.
You got the Guatemala. Put
Always,
that up
you
real
know,
quick.
I've always got to
bro.
represent Guatemala.
That's right.
Always.
Any famous Guatemaltecos that
We actually,
boxing?
not really, because it's so much crime over there. But we do have one dude it's called Lester Martinez right now. He's pro.
Okay.
He's a real good upcoming boxer. He actually fought Ricardo Mayorga.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he ended up beating him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have one golden Olympic gold medal. It's called Eddie Valenzuela, but that was a while back, like
Okay.
way before I was even born.
Gotcha.
But yeah, then one of my things is just try to open up a gym over there and try to help out that community out over there too.
Nice.
But it's really hard.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's
for
really
sure.
hard. Yeah,
I could only imagine the what is it? The roadblocks.
yeah.
that you experienced
Oh, there's a
doing
bunch
that.
of roadblocks over there. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing like over here.
Of course. Well, man, Jesus, thank you for being with us today.
thank
Definitely
you.
a pleasure and honor to have you. Best of luck to you and your fighters. Yeah, we hope to hear some successful stories from all your fighters and your gym as well, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Thanks, man.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
Good to see you, bro. Parley, don't forget we're sponsored by 6040 Coda Gear. And don't forget to check us out once again on all of our platforms. Subscribe on YouTube, hit that notification bell. We will be with you talking boxing all the time. What's up, guys? T-Lo here for the Parley. 15-year NBA veteran Kendall Gill
Yes,
there.
sir.
Don't forget to subscribe to everything you see there in the description box. We want to hear from you guys. And, of course, hit that bell for the notifications. Like that, you know what's going on.
Hit it.
By the way, just want to make sure you know, Tyson Fury has never lost a fight to Deontay Wilder.
And this is untrue. He lost the first fight.
I don't even want to hear it, bro.
He lost the first fight.
I don't even
You
wanna
know
hear it, bro.
He lost the first one.
He did it, bro.
He lost the first one.
He did it, bro.
You have yet to watch that fight with me. He lost the last two, but not the first.